Hello everyone, this is Hananya and I'm here to explain you about the concept of access control in Java and what the role it plays in object-oriented programming languages like Java. Now, first of all, we need to know what is the meaning of access control. Access control will be refers to that you are going to restrict the access of some data or variables to classes, methods, or variables. Now, why you may ask why is it that much important to use access control in Java? Means yes, because it is used to maintain encapsulation, data hiding, and also modularity. Now, it will this access control will be ensured that you are giving the access for only some authorized classes and objects to interact with certain components rather than giving access to all the access specifiers. And uh, you can see the beside image for more for the further information. Now, what are the types of access modifiers we'll be using in Java? There are four types of access modifiers: that private, default, protected, and public. Whenever you declare any variable or any class with a private keyword, that is, you are going to access only within that class within which you have created that variable, but not in other classes. When you are not defining any access specifier, means the Java will automatically understand that it is an default access modifier, and whenever you will be declaring it as protected, means it will grant access only within the same package or subclass which will be adding in inheritance. Now, whenever you will be declaring it as using the public keyword, that is, you can access it anywhere in the code, and like it is like a global, like it is like a global variable indirectly, and it will be promoting the code reusability and flexibility. Now, you can access any type of access modifier within the class, because public, protected, default, and private will be accessed within the class. But when it comes to other classes, we cannot access the private, because we have declared it only that it should be accessible to only within the particular class. And if you want that, you may have the doubt that whether it may be accessed within the packages, means public and protected can be accessed but not the private. Now let us understand it through an example. Now, yeah, let us define a class that is A. Then we'll be creating a private, creating a string called variable called name, and will be accessed as private. Now we'll be defining another class, that is, you can make it as like public class, you can give it as demo. In this we'll be using the main method public. Here you will be creating an object for the class A, that is capital A. An object is A, new of A. Now here we have created an object for the class, and now we'll be accessing the method or the string name, that is we can use like we'll be referring to the object, and we'll be using that with that variable name, that is a name equal to, we'll be giving it as hello. Now we'll be printing it to see whether it works or not. Dot name. We'll be running this code. Yeah, now we'll be getting an error because we have created the string name, and we have accessed it to an modifier like private, that is it will be only usable in that class called A, but we are accessing it through the class demo, so we can't print, because it is only specified and it is only usable to the class A. This is the example for private. Now we'll be changing the same code into public, and we'll be running it. Yeah, now as I told that whenever you declare any keyword with a public, that is, you can access it entire to the program, that is, it is promoting the code reusability. And as we declared is public, so we'll be getting the output as hello. And now we'll be declaring it as this. Now we'll be changing the public to protected. So what do you think whether it will be running or not? You may assume and guess, and then after running, you may see the code, and so that you can know how much you have understood. How many of you can tell that this code will run, and how many will tell you that this code will not run? Understood? Yeah, it will be running because I said that protected will be granting the access to the classes and packages. So this is all about the types of access modifiers, that is public, private, protected, and default. Now we'll be seeing the what is the importance. Now it will be as I said that it will be useful for implementation some of the topics like encapsulation and data hiding. Now what is meant by encapsulation? Encapsulation is a fundamental object oriented programming, that is a concept that bundles the data and methods within the class. That is encapsule in a capsule where we'll be having like members, variables, functions, and all. It will be providing a layer that says that uh, we are giving the access with these access specifiers that who can use it and who cannot use it, like private and public. Access control plays a vital role in encapsulation. It will be hiding the implementation details and will be exposing only the necessary functionalities. Like like if you take an example of capsule, it will be hiding that on whether which type of chemical is used, but it means it will be hiding only implementation details, but its function will be happening in our body. In the same way, this encapsulation concept will be used, and this will be helps in achieving information hiding, reducing dependencies, and enhancing code maintainability. Now, access control also influences the inheritance by determining which members of a superclass are accessible in a subclass. Now, protected will be using for inheritance. That is, whenever you want to extract some features from the parent class, you will be using these type of modifiers. And polymorphism, it is also an key object-oriented programming feature. It will be relies on access control to ensure the correct methods invoked at the runtime. Now we will be it is also useful for our security and risk mitigation. Whenever you declare any like any variable with a keyword like private, that is only that class member, that particular class member can be accessed, which ensures in security. And it will be also extensive. We can also extend so like Java access control mechanisms offer flexibility in defining the visibility of classes and members, which is based on the specific requirements. Based on the requirements, these access control modifiers or specifiers will play the vital role. And coming to the conclusion, access control is a fundamental aspect of Java programming that influences code organization, security, and flexibility. By understanding this concept, you will be majorly knowing that how developers can create a maintainable and a secure object-oriented programming systems. So I hope you understood this language. Thank you.